In today's video, I'm going to be unveiling my agency's website auditing process, taking you through all the factors that we look at as an agency to determine a website's strengths and pinpoint areas for enhancement. So whether you're a business owner or a freelancer that's looking to enhance your website and generate more leads and sales as a result, in this video I want to provide the roadmap that we use every time that we audit a website. So let's get into it. And before I get started, my name is Dylan Davino. I'm the founder of Davino Digital. We're an agency that specializes in building, managing, and optimizing websites in various industries. Alright, so diving into my website audit presentation, a quick note while I'm diving into this, my website audit is supposed to be made simple and easy to digest for business owners that don't necessarily understand web design or SEO. And so I'm trying not to overcomplicate anything, and the slides that you're seeing are only a visual for me actually explaining what is on the slide and what it means. You don't want to just send them over this exact website audit. You actually want to either send them a Loom video, a screen recording, or you want to personally meet with them and take them through this website audit. But with that being said, let's start going into it. So the first thing I like to dive into is the traffic analysis, because this is probably one of the first things that a business owner is wondering is how many searches is my website even getting and where are the people coming from? And so I use Semrush, which is a tool that can get a ton of data based on a website's keywords and traffic. Now you're going to see here in this chart, we can look at how many organic searches a company's website is getting over the course of the past couple of years, and we can determine if that number is increasing, if it's decreasing, or if it's stagnant. We can also look at a host of other numbers like the amount of backlinks that they have and where are the keywords coming from. And you could also see where are the searchers coming from, what countries are they based in. So we have a ton of different factors and data that we can look at just based on this traffic report from Semrush. So one of the next things I like to dive into is a keyword analysis. I like to first explain what is a keyword, what is it that you're looking at right here. So I'll dive into, on the left is what a user might be searching into Google in order to find your site. And then we can look at different things like the traffic percentage, so how much of your traffic is coming from this specific keyword. We can also look at the intent of the keyword, so is the person that's searching on Google, are they looking to buy something or are they looking just, perusing around the internet trying to learn? And then we can also look at factors like volume, so how many people are searching for this keyword, and also how competitive would it be to try to rank for that specific keyword. So this is really a good example of what I like to go through with the prospect, showing them all the keywords that people are searching for and potentially explaining why people are searching for it and why you might be ranking for it. Alright, so the next factor I like to look at is page speed analysis. Now, this is how fast it takes for your website to load on the internet. And this is one of the most crucial factors for a website that's performing really well and generating new leads and converting. So on the left side of the screen, you're looking at a mobile page speed test, and on the right side, you're looking at a desktop test. And this is an official test from Google. So one of the reasons that it's so important to have a fast page speed is because users get really frustrated when they are clicking on a website and waiting and it's not loading. And so a lot of the time they'll just back out and try to find a different site or just close their internet browser altogether. And then this also leads Google to be, they don't like your website either if it's loading really slow, because obviously Google wants people to be on the platform. And so having a poor load speed can be detrimental to the performance of your website. Alright, so the next factor we like to look at is mobile friendliness analysis. Now, this is another official test from Google to determine if your website is usable on mobile devices. And this is another crucial factor for your SEO and website performance, because 50% of people are browsing the internet from their mobile device. And if your website is not functional on a phone, then you're just missing out on half of the opportunity. And just like with the page speed test, this is an official Google test, and Google would be much less likely to recommend your website to people searching on Google if the website's not usable on mobile because of all the people that are on mobile devices. Alright, really quick, before I move into the next slide, if you wouldn't mind, leave me a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're liking content just like this. So one of the next things I like to dive into is some of the positive aspects of the website, because next I'm going to be going into some of the website critiques, and I don't just want to immediately say all negative things about a person's website, and a lot of the time there are definitely positive things to point out. So at this point in the presentation, I'll open up their actual website and start scrolling through, and then, obviously beforehand I made this presentation and prepared to talk about certain things that I liked about their website. So in this example, we're looking at this website here, and it has a very modern and professional design. And so I had a lot of positive things to say about the design of this website. I also really like the social proof throughout the site, meaning testimonials and awards and badges. I think that really goes a long way in showing the visitor that you are credible and trustworthy. And also the site is really easy to navigate. The call to actions are clickable, so if somebody was on a mobile device, they could just click the number and call, which is another, little thing that makes a big difference. And then lastly, the website is mobile friendly, like I talked about, and that's a big positive factor for SEO as well. Alright, and the last thing I like to dive into is some of the website critiques. And so this is when I have prepared a lot of things to talk about in terms of what they could do to improve the quality of their website. So in this example, the number one thing I pointed out is the page speed needs improvement. It takes me 5 or 10 seconds to load this website on my PC as well as my phone, and I think that there's a lot of room for improvement in the page speed department. Secondly, I think that the service pages need to be expanded upon, and so when it comes to any website in any industry, the service pages are one of the most crucial aspects of your website, because service pages are where the user can find more information about what you actually do and what you offer. And then these pages also have the opportunity to rank for different keywords, service keywords in your local area. So in this example, you could see one keyword might be business law attorney services CT. Each service page that you make really should have its own big heading like that, where you talk about that specific service, and then you have the opportunity to pull up when somebody searches business law attorney services CT. And that's why these pages need to be expanded upon, because they are so important for SEO as well as the site visitors' impression. So third, I talked about the Our Team page. Now, when it comes to some industries, you really do want to have an Our Team page showing pictures of each team member as well as a little bio. And especially when you're talking about law services, I think that it's really important to represent each team member and have a little bio so that people can get to know them, and it'll improve the credibility and trustworthiness of the website. And lastly, I talked about the call to actions. So firstly, I kind of thought that throughout the site, it wasn't very easy to see the call to actions, where they really should be vibrant. They should be sticking out from the rest of the site so that you can't miss them. And then there's also specific pages that do not have the call to action that I think would be really beneficial if she added them. And one example of that was the news pages. So if a lot of people are reading her news articles, but they don't have a call to action, she's probably missing out on some potential leads in business through those news articles. So to wrap up this video, I just want to say that your website audit can cover anything you see fit. I usually do something like this for my website audit, where I'm covering design, branding, as well as SEO, page speed, mobile friendliness, and just generally looking at the website and pointing out areas of strength and areas for improvement. And so it obviously depends on the website that you're looking at, the platform it's built in, as well as the industry that the client is in. There's a lot of factors, but really what you're just trying to do is shed some light on the business owner and showing them the most important factors that are causing their website to perform the way that it is. So if you did like this video, remember to leave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I want to hit 5,000 subscribers, so it would mean a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.